Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my review for this month's issue of the Walking Dead comic book series. This is for issue 172. It's called The Hilltop Reborn. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not read this issue yet, you definitely want to read it before you watch my review. So I was pretty excited for this one, going back to kind of the regular, monthly releases for The Walking Dead this year. It was really nice to get the every 2 weeks type of thing, bi-monthly releases. But lately we've been getting the monthly releases as per usual, and that's fine too. Just happy really to see new Walking Dead, and usually pretty much never disappoints, except some people didn't like the last issue, Fear the Princess, and that because it was just kind of so centered on this new character and a bit silly and a bit crazy. But personally, I think it's good to kind of mix it up sometimes so you don't just have kind of the same repetitive. You got to add in new characters, you have to kill off some others. So I think that, all in all, long term, that issue 171 will prove to be useful, because we're starting to see the princess already kind of be some fun in this issue, and I think this issue does a good job of jumping around between different characters and different locations to really advance the plot in all these different sections. So sometimes I like episodes or issues where they focus 100% on one location, but other times too I like to get to see little snippets of what's happening in the different locations with our different survivors. So we start the issue off, we've got the nice cover of Carl rebuilding the hilltop with everyone else. We've got everyone from the hilltop and the kingdom there helping out William, and all of his people from the kingdom helping Maggie and the others to rebuild. They've got some new structures going up. They've got some shingling they're putting down, and I liked what we got to see from the hilltop in this one. And because there was a part here that I thought was really a long time coming and very important, which is Sophia. And kind of that situation where, as you're coming of age, you have some guys start to develop relationships and start to have girlfriends, and then, they may have other friends that are girls, and then you get into this kind of situation where, as we see between Carl and Sophia in this one, which I really like a lot, which is that they're friends. It's not any kind of a romantic relationship between them, but they are very close. But then Carl's got a girlfriend now, so he's giving her all of his attention, and Sophia's upset because Sophia's not getting any of his time or attention to discuss, and they were like best friends before. So I really like this. Great drama. It's really, really good. And it was a long time coming because we haven't seen that much from Sophia recently, but it's really cool to kind of see her with Carl, and just even for just a minute here in the issue, kind of discuss with him the fact that they never spend any time together anymore. And I just like that a lot, because that's kind of, it's very common, and it's a coming of age type of thing, I want to say, where, this tends to happen. And, because of course then you get the girlfriend who might get jealous if he's spending too much time and worried that he might, leave her for the friend, this kind of thing. So it's good stuff. It's good drama, and I liked it a lot. Also because, of course, Sophia does not exist in the Walking Dead TV series, so she's a comic book special character. She's a character that has been in both series, very important character in both series, and I want to say, and we get to see her only in the comics now, because of course being killed off so early in the Walking Dead TV series version, that I appreciate getting to see the time that she has, because we don't have that version equivalent in the TV series. So I like that a lot, and I always kind of thought that maybe you would have Carl and Sophia together, in a relationship. And so far from what we've seeing, it seems to just be a friendship and nothing more than that. So we'll have to see what happens with that in the future. And if she starts to get jealous if Carl says he's going to do it, but then doesn't really spend any time with her, or, this kind of thing, if it might, at some point, she might get so jealous that she might act out and do something based on that. Or if something, of course, happens to Lydia or the others, maybe see a relationship with them in the future, which I would like to see, because they have, as she says, they have known each other since they were kids, basically, long time back. And so, you would think that they would develop a very strong bond, of course, because of, knowing each other all the way through and that kind of thing. So I really like that one a lot in this issue. That one was a long time coming. And I enjoyed that. The other stuff at the Hilltop, kind of cool. Dante's marked out on a map where the end, where Negan's gone to, or where he's last seen him, so that Maggie has some idea. Maggie can't sleep. She's up at night. She's not sure what to do. She's fighting with herself. Rick doesn't want her to go after Negan. She probably wants, every sense of her being wants to go after him to make him pay for what he did, of course, with Glenn. And we've even seen that in the TV series as well now, too. So you can really see as you're reading this through here, like, future... TV series version Maggie doing the same kind of stuff, like Lauren acting out these scenes where he does the same thing, trying to struggle with it. So, I like that a lot. It was kind of cool, and we will have to see what she does. I am surprised that she's been able to restrain herself and not go after Negan and defy Rick, but just do it anyway because she's just so compelled to. I would think, naturally, that's what she's going to do, that nothing will be able to hold her back from sending her men after him and trying to kill him. But so far, she's been able to restrain herself, which is keeping her up late at night. So that was good, too. I like that stuff as well, too. Conversations with William, just thanking him for helping to rebuild the Hilltop. It was good stuff, and that's most of what we saw at the Hilltop as far as being rebuilt. But then we get the different locations. We get some fun stuff with our group on the road. Michonne and the others, Yumiko and Magna. Funny part where Yumiko tells everybody openly, loudly, that in kind of a frisky manner, I want to say, kind of a playful manner, with Magna there, that they are gay. And it's just kind of funny. Michonne's like, okay, whatever, it's cool. But then you have Eugene, of course. So he's like, I knew, and then. And then me too, and it's just really funny because it's list like, oh yeah, I knew that. It's no big deal. So that was funny. I did like that. Sequence there as well too, and it's one of those things where people have been calling it out, like social justice warrior. Do we need this many gay couples in The Walking Dead? Whatever. There is a percentage, of course. There's nothing wrong with being gay. It's what it is. We have another one in here as well, too, which we'll get to at the end, which is very important. But, I don't know. I just kind of found it to be funny. And, it's whatever. There's going to be gay people alive in a zombie apocalypse, too. It's whatever it is. So whatever. We'll just skip that. It was funny anyway, and I did like the parts with the princess where she's, like, using the spear, and she shows a sweet spear. I've always been fond of the spear, and I've always wondered why nobody has a spear in The Walking Dead, because it's just such a good weapon for in the field. Because if you're out in the field, you have a sweet spear, you got distance, you're going to be able to kill zombies from a few like maybe a meter further than you'd be able to, right? Have to go up with them with a knife. With a spear, you can, you get good with it too, right? You can get them from a distance and pull out, and you're, as long as you've got good footwork and you're able to kind of come in and out, back and forth, and you're faster than zombies as well too, it'd be a great weapon for killing zombies. So I do like the fact that the princess has kind of a giant spear. I do think it's funny that it's bigger than her again, which, it's a fun character. So far it's been fun. So I like the spear a lot. I thought that was good. Then we go to Rick at Alexandria. So we got some good stuff with Rick in this issue as well, too. He's farming with Mikey, which is kind of cool. It reminds me back to season 4 of the TV series when Rick and Carl are farming, and you've got the pigs and that, Herschel and everything. So that's kind of cool. I like that one there. Then you have him sleeping on Andrea's grave still at night, so he can't sleep. He's got to go out and lay on her grave and sleep there, which is cool. Which is, I still like that, and I like that, it's not just something where, like in The Walking Dead, you have certain character deaths and they're forgotten about quickly. There's something that affect the characters, and it goes on through time, and of course he had a great relationship with her, her being kind of his zombie apocalypse post-wife, so to speak, after Lori. It's great to see him still, be sad and still be in that state, because you think he would be. He shouldn't just blow by it and forget all about it. Andrea was a huge character in the series, so that was kind of sad to see him there. And then we have the big wrap-up part, which is the big standout part from the issue, I want to say, which is Rick tells Jesus and Aaron to, says safe travels as they leave. And I'm like, oh shit, they're screwed. As soon as I read that, I'm like, oh, they're done. They're done. And then later on we see it at the end of the issue. I was like, oh man, when's something big going to happen? Because we keep having these other like little things, spread out all here. It's all good stuff. I enjoy these different scenes. I think they're important, especially the Sophia one for the future. But, it's like, when's something going to happen? And then you see him, and Jesus says to him, he says, yeah, I think this one's going to last. And then, you see from right behind him, Beta comes out with the 2 knives, right? And he doesn't see him. He's got his back, too. Oh, man. That is a very exciting ending for this issue, and you know, I love this issue because it's really good because it has, you know, kind of the positive things. It has a little bit of the sadness and that kind of stuff mixed in with the repercussions of losing Andrea. It has the drama build with Sophia, Carl, and Lydia, which we're going to see in the future, of course, as well too. So it's a really nice mix, and then we top it all off with Beta at the end, which is awesome. So I can't wait to see what happens next. We kind of saw it from the cover. We kind of had an idea that Jesus was going to be fighting him, but you know, with this one here, like we could do maybe post predictions. But just to say, you know, I think probably what will happen is Jesus will probably get away injured, right? I think he's going to get away probably on foot, but it might be bad, or maybe on horseback and kind of get out of there. But Aaron's sleeping, man. I mean, I don't know how this is going to go. By the time he wakes up, it might be too late already, right? So, man, that's rough, and you got to feel horrible for Jesus because, you know, it's like another one. He's giving it a try again at love, right? And then next thing you know, Beta shows up with two huge ass knives, his mask and everything, ready to carve him up. So very exciting ending for the issue. So I did like the issue a lot. Great mix, really fun, and yeah, you know, The Walking Dead pretty much never disappoints. There's very few issues here and there. It's like, oh, that wasn't good. You know, pretty much every issue is great. You know, The Walking Dead going through. So I enjoyed it. 9 out of 10 for me. You guys can write your comments below. Let me know what you guys thought about this week's or this month's issue. Really exciting to see Beta come back. Can't wait to see how this goes because even though the Whisper War kind of ended, he's still there. Like, he's not dead, and he does have some forces still, I'm sure. So the Whisper is definitely still a threat, and still out there, led by Beta, who is definitely a threat. Even, you know, solo by himself is very scary to deal with for sure. So write your comments below. Let me know what you guys thought about the issue. Maybe a favorite page, favorite part, and yeah, just let me know what you guys thought about this kind of issue. It's not, we don't always get issues like this where you have it, you know, mixed up, different locations and everything. A lot of times we get one central theme. This one has some different feels, some different themes. This is different genres in it. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite, and you know, don't forget, guys, Sunday is the fan trailer, my channel trailer for The Walking Dead season 8. So very excited for that. Excited for season 8 to start, and this issue was a good one. You know, to keep us still excited about The Walking Dead comics when they do release on a monthly basis. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon. Well, I hope you're wearing your subscribing pants. What? Your subscribing pants. Because you're going to subscribe to this channel wearing those pants.